그래? 울라이가 어디에? 에이, 야,
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and
좀
we definitely have
시꺼.
a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep
에,
because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
그래? 물이 어딨지? 아유, 나 더러워졌어. 뭐 씻어야지. 왜 물이 없는 거야? 물? 근처에 물이 좀 씻자.
Satisfied?
여기 있다?
To good neighbours. Jesus Christ be praised.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems?
Bring me something
I
to
should
eat.
say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
Monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
그래?
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same paint goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I baked the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Take it here. Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go?
에,
Play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not? Show
Well.
me what you have to offer.
I'll be with you.
그림이야? 이건 또 와인? 보물지도? 좋아. 와인도? 됐지? 아니, 이거 안 마실 거야. 이걸로 맛있는 걸 먹어야지. 됐다. 됐지? 수도원 근처라고 했지? 아, 이 근처였어. 수도원이 2개 있었지. 여기야? 에이씨. 얘들은 뭐야? 깡패야?
Hey, he's here again.
Well, I never.
친구야.
Henry!
오, 친구야. 오. 맨발이야? 맨발의 청춘이야?
Henry!
야,
I'm
반갑다.
glad to see you.
살아 있었어?
Matthew! Fritz! You're alive!
Of course we're alive.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really?
Bollocks! Bloody joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Rat Eye that I got back in my right mind.
And I see you're not doing too badly for yourself. What are you up to?
나 기사야.
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radzig.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for
라타이로
anyone
가.
with more than half a brain, anyway.
라타이 같이 앙이야. 에? 뭘로 하지?
No one's interested in two good carpenters in Sasau.
No one.
진짜
We
없어?
looked everywhere.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
I'll find you something. You can rely on me.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
문제 없어. 친구끼리.
And where would they hire you to?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines, so wherever they work with wood, I suppose. Forget about construction. After Skalitz, no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sasau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat.
야,
Ideally, we're
똑똑한데?
looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work.
What other neighbours of ours made it?
Your hunker's in the monastery. That girl really helped us out. That's about all we know. When we ran for it, we helped Teresa, but who knows where she is now? We got separated.
I owe my life to Teresa. She hauled me unconscious to the mill in Ratai and nursed me back to health.
I'm glad she survived. Since you know her so well, why not try asking her if she knows about any work? See you later.
그럴게. 친구야. 임무가 뭐지? 일거리라. 방앗간? 방앗간이 어디에 있지? 아, 여기에 있어. 가자. 이쪽이었지? 아이씨, 똑같은 사람이었어.
God save you. What can I do for you?
우리?
Your father says you don't work any copper.
We don't.
I've heard differently around town. They say your father's bought up all the copper to be had.
Are you calling me a liar? Or my father? You're asking for it, boy.
에이, 나랑 싸울 거야.
You're right. It's nothing to me either way.
Right. So clear off.
I mean, beside the fact I'm here on behalf of the Royal Burgrave Sorazzo Cobbler, investigating a grievous crime against the Crown.
What? What are you talking about?
I'd let you read my Bill of Authority, but I doubt you're educated enough to understand it.
I'm so sorry.
에이,
I didn't realise. If I'd known, of course I wouldn't. I mean, you understand, don't you?
Stop
어이구,
prattling, for
어이구야.
God's sake, and start telling me the truth. What's the story with the copper at your forge?
You're right. We do make copper sheets here at night.
어휴, 잘 됐네.
So why all the secrecy about it?
Father forbade me to talk about it. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
아이쿠야.
Who buys those sheets from you?
I don't know. I've never set eyes on him. Father doesn't like to talk about it.
Your father has some serious explaining to do.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known who you were, I'd never
알았어,
have taken such
알았어.
liberties.
용서해 줄게.
Never mind. You weren't to know who I am. You were just protecting your father's business interests like any good son.
Thank you. Take care.
잘 가라. 아이씨. 임마였어. 아이씨.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
이 똥 같은 씨.
So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought I told you I don't work.
수상했어.
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmith's copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems.
아이쿠야.
Anything else? I still have work to do.
So back to that copper.
What?
Your son put it quite differently.
What's that? What are you blabbering on about?
Don't be angry with him. I didn't give him any choice.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying. We do make copy sheets here, and I wanted to keep it quiet.
Why?
Pays me good money, and the people I do it for. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of them.
Did they threaten you?
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say I needed to shut my mouth and do what they wanted.
And did they ever tell you who they were? Do you know where to find them?
I know a little. But show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking over my shoulder for some thugs to come and burn down my house.
그야 그렇겠지.
Or worse.
If you lie down with dogs, you shouldn't complain about the fleas.
There's no need for threats. We can both benefit here. If I tell you
그렇죠.
everything I know, you can help me with a certain small matter. One that'll cover up for my loss of earnings.
아이씨. 또. 말해봐.
So what are we talking about?
I recently tried to buy Master Armourer Otto Rabstein's business for my son Vitter,
에이씨.
but that old fool wouldn't listen to reason. He said he couldn't understand his legacy being taken over by a clod like my Vitters. Despite the insult, I doubled my offer, but Master Otto still wouldn't budge.
And what is it you need from me?
I thought I'd show Otto that Vitters isn't such a dolt as he thinks, but for that I need someone experienced in combat.
싸움.
No, I don't want to get sucked into your business battles.
I see. Then I suppose I'll have to find someone else.
Do you know what the penalty is for counterfeiting?
I never give it much thought.
어이쿠야.
Evidently, because the penalty for counterfeiting is burning at the stake. And I can personally guarantee that when you're standing on that pyre, you'll find a loss of earnings as the least
아영이야.
of your concerns.
No, of course you're right. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm afraid of being left destitute.
So, out with it. What's been going on?
One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota. He had a yellow cape on and kept whistling to himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it, and I had to keep my mouth shut.
And where can I find this Rapota? Or the knight?
I don't know exactly. but I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small chapel under a big tree.
Anything else?
No. I swear that's all I know.
Well, that'll do me for now.
Young man, about that matter I need help with. I'll gladly pay you.
해. 말해봐라.
First, tell me what's going on.
I recently tried to buy Master Armorer
에이씨.
Otto Rapstin's business for my son.
여기가 방앗간이었지? 여기 아닌가? 아, 위쪽이야. 아, 옆구리 터지겠어. 여기지? 여기 맞지? 아이씨. 또 어딨어? 아, 정말. 대체 어디에 있는 거야? 이 사람이야?
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
I'm not looking for anyone at the moment. May the Lord watch over you.
아이쿠야. 다 물어봐야겠지?
We came from over.
누구야? 마을 사람이야.
Something happened.
아니, 없어. 그딴 거 없어. 이쪽이 아니야.
What?
아이씨. 일거리라. 얘는 마을 사람이야. 이쪽이었지? 여기야? 아닌데? 아이, 대체 어디야? 여기가 사무실이야. 부담? 아, 알았어. 아이씨. 여기야? 올라가는 거야?
God save you. What can I do for you?
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
어이쿠야. 뭘로 하지? 이걸로 가야겠지.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing. And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground, a lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy.
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
쫄았어.
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon, directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
그래?
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
그래?
Well, thank you.
Take care now.
잘 가라. 여기지? 안겼고 여기야? 훔치기? 감독관? 문제 없지. 여기야? 나 알았지. 페이퍼가 어디에 있지?